In this here house lives my Mémère, which means grandmother in French Canadian. Mémère is 92 years old, born in August 1926, and has been a resident for 68 years. On February 16th, 2019, I got to hear her stories. This is Mémère.
My name, Germaine Mason. I'm 92 and I live in Westbury, Long Island, New York. I was born and grew up in Maine, Lewiston, Maine. I come from a family of 17 kids, 9 boys and 8 girls. I know when I was living with all my sisters and brothers, I always had a good time. I get along with all of them, mostly with my brothers. We used to speak English when we were together, but when we were in the house, because my mother never left the house, we always spoke French in the house. It was tough. She did the best she could, my mother. Like I said on Friday, because she was such a strict Catholic that we were not allowed to eat meat on Friday. And so I come home from school and she was making a whole bunch of French fries. We didn't have much, but who noticed that? We didn't notice it. Well, my older sister, Aurora, she was working at Hebron Sanitarium because a lot of young girls and young boys had TB. So that way, though, she caught TB. So she had to be very careful and she had to stay there. And then the city were worrying about us. So they said, well, if the oldest one had TB and the second one, Marie, they said we better send all the youngest one to the sanitarium to make sure they don't catch TB. But we were treated very well. We had to sleep on the porch, screen porch, when it was almost winter, freezing. But they always used to say that we needed a lot of fresh air. Even though I used to get in trouble a lot, but I don't know why. I don't remember because I got punished one day, and the head nurse, she was a much older nurse, and she was German. And I never knew that, but during wartime, the German and the French used to fight a lot. They didn't like the French people, the German. And when she found out that we were French, she was a little on the mean side. She punished me. She made me send me in the hall and stay on my knees for hours. I don't know what I did wrong. To this day, I still don't know what I did wrong. But by then I was 15, going on 16, and my 2 older brothers were, of course, drafted, and my other brother was a Marine, but they sent him to France, so he was doing pretty good over there, because since he was French, they could talk to him and he could talk to them, even though the dialect was a little different. He got hit, and they sent a telegram to the house. Oh my God, my mother was scared stiff. On the beach, they were coming off the big boat, and they were coming to the beach, and that's when he got hit. And we always worried, but when my mother got that telegram, because she couldn't read English, oh my God, we all got so scared. We couldn't go, we didn't have no money to go to the movies, So they were showing a lot of war movies in those days. Oh my God. And now I'm watching them on the old movie on TV. When I met my husband, he was in the Navy and I didn't even know it. He came one day to see me in his Navy uniform, and I says to him, "What are you, crazy? What are you doing with a Navy uniform on?" But yeah, he served and he had it hard. His ship got hit and his captain got killed. So he saw a lot, and I think the war really bothered him a lot. And I left for New York when I was 17. So I says, I can't stay here. I can't take walking to work in that deep snow. And in the summer it was so hot. So I says to my mother that I wasn't gonna stay there anymore. She felt very bad. I had a lot to learn, but I was very, very careful because, well, my mother always warned us. Don't get fooled by men telling you this and telling you that. And I wouldn't go out with nobody. I used to work and go home, work and go home. In New York City, I had to take the subway. I got lost so many times because I never saw a subway before. When I got married to my husband, we lived with his mother and father in their home for 2 years because we were both so young. We were 20 years old. And we had no place to live, so of course they said, well, you can stay here. So my girlfriend used to live on the other side of Old Country Road here. She said they're building new houses. It'll be 68 years March 1st, and I'm still here. We bought this brand new, and we've been here ever since, until he passed away, but I'm still here. And I saw a lot of it going up here. There used to be like country here when I first moved here. I don't know how long I can stay here.
Which decade was your favorite, like the 50s, 60s?
Oh, I would say 50s, because we had just moved here. We bought our house in 1949. We had it hard, but it was fun. The president, Donald Trump. I'm always interested in him, what he has to say. But yeah, I watch news every morning, every evening. I'd be lost without TV, let's put it that way. No hi-fi, no computers, nope, none of that stuff. My son comes here once a week, takes me out food shopping, and my daughter calls me and asks me if I need anything. It gets lonely, but my grandchildren comes to see me, and my children come to see me. So it's not that bad. Did you want to hear more or what?
Nope, I think you're good.
Good.
Yay! Thank you, Mémère.